Welcome to Pioneer's Knowledge Hub.
If the Earth were to suddenly stop rotating for just 1 second, it would have profound and catastrophic effects on the planet and its inhabitants due to the immense energy and momentum involved in the Earth's rotation. Let's explore the potential consequences in detail. The Earth's rotation affects its shape and the distribution of its mass. Stopping the rotation abruptly would cause significant tectonic shifts and lead to massive earthquakes around the world. The sudden changes in pressure and stress within the Earth's crust could trigger geological upheavals and increase the frequency and intensity of seismic activity. The Earth's rotation influences the planet's atmospheric circulation patterns, which drive weather systems. If the Earth stopped rotating suddenly, the atmosphere would continue moving at its original speed. This would result in powerful winds, hurricane-like speeds, near the equator and calm conditions at higher latitudes. The resulting atmospheric imbalances would cause massive storms, unpredictable weather patterns, and potentially disrupt climate systems. The Earth's rotation plays a crucial role in generating ocean currents and tides. A sudden stop in rotation would cause ocean waters to continue moving, generating massive tidal waves that could inundate coastlines and cause widespread flooding. The lack of rotation would disrupt the equilibrium between the gravitational pull of the Moon and the Sun, altering tidal patterns around the world. The abrupt change in rotation would have severe consequences for living organisms. The dramatic alterations in environmental conditions, such as extreme weather, earthquakes, and flooding, could lead to widespread ecosystem collapse. Many species would struggle to adapt to the new conditions, and some might face extinction due to the sudden and drastic changes. One of the most immediate effects would be the disruption of the day-night cycle. With the Earth's rotation halted, one side of the planet would be in permanent daylight, while the other would be plunged into darkness. This would have significant implications for temperature regulation, plant growth, and the behavior of diurnal and nocturnal species. The abrupt halt in rotation would cause a shift in the Earth's gravitational field, affecting sea levels and the shape of the planet itself. It could lead to changes in the location of the planet's poles and a redistribution of its mass, further impacting tectonic activity and geological stability. The Earth's rotation generates a significant amount of kinetic energy due to its immense speed. If the rotation were suddenly halted, this energy would need to be redistributed. The sudden cessation of the planet's rotation could cause massive shockwaves and seismic events as this energy is transferred through the Earth's crust. The Earth's rotation affects the distribution of heat around the planet. If the rotation were to stop, the equatorial regions would become extremely hot due to prolonged exposure to the sun, while the polar regions would become much colder. This would disrupt global weather patterns and could potentially lead to rapid shifts in climate zones. The sudden cessation of Earth's rotation would cause chaos in communication and navigation systems that rely on the planet's rotation for accurate timekeeping and positioning. GPS satellites, for instance, depend on precise knowledge of Earth's rotation for their calculations. The disruption could lead to errors in navigation and timing, affecting various industries that depend on these systems. The sudden stop in rotation would lead to massive shifts in the distribution of water across the planet. Oceans, lakes, and rivers would surge towards the equator due to the sudden loss of centrifugal force at higher latitudes. This could lead to massive flooding in some areas while causing severe water shortages in others. The abrupt change in Earth's rotation would likely lead to changes in the stress and pressure distribution within the Earth's interior. This could trigger increased volcanic activity, as magma that was being held back by the Earth's rotation could find new pathways to the surface. The catastrophic disruptions to the environment, infrastructure, and social systems would likely lead to economic collapse and societal breakdown. The sudden alterations in the natural order would make it extremely challenging for governments and institutions to provide essential services and maintain social order. Even after the initial chaos caused by the sudden stop, the Earth would undergo long-term changes. The planet's rotation affects ocean currents, atmospheric circulation, and climate systems. These systems would need to readjust over time, leading to new climate patterns, oceanic changes, and shifts in weather extremes. Earth's rotation influences its gravitational interactions with other celestial bodies, including the Moon and other planets. The sudden stop in rotation could have complex effects on the Earth's orbital dynamics and gravitational relationships, potentially altering the planet's position within the solar system over very long time scales. The abrupt disruption of Earth's rotation would severely impact agriculture and ecosystems. Plant life depends on the diurnal cycle of light and darkness for growth and reproduction. The sudden change in day-night patterns would disrupt plant and animal behavior, leading to changes in pollination, migration, and other ecological processes. Many communication, weather, and surveillance satellites are placed in geostationary orbits, which means they move with the Earth's rotation. If the Earth suddenly stopped rotating, these satellites would no longer be in proper alignment with the planet, leading to disruptions in satellite communication and services. The abrupt alteration of the day-night cycle and the destruction caused by earthquakes, tsunamis, and other catastrophic events would profoundly impact cultures, traditions, and ways of life around the world. The loss of familiar landmarks and the need to adapt to new environmental conditions would reshape societies in unimaginable ways. The sudden halt in rotation could lead to temporary instabilities in Earth's magnetic field. The motion of the liquid iron in the planet's core generates the magnetic field, and any abrupt change could disrupt this process and lead to fluctuations in the strength and orientation of the magnetic field. The abrupt cessation of Earth's rotation could lead to disruptions in the orbits of satellites and space debris. This might result in collisions or the creation of new debris fields, further complicating space operations and potentially endangering spacecraft. The sudden stop in Earth's rotation would present an unprecedented opportunity for scientific investigation. While the catastrophic consequences would undoubtedly pose significant challenges, scientists could learn a great deal about the planet's internal processes, atmosphere, and other aspects as they study the aftermath of such an event. Even if the Earth's rotation were to restart after the hypothetical 1-second stop, the planet's stability and equilibrium would be profoundly affected. The subsequent readjustments and re-establishment of equilibrium in geological, climatic, and environmental systems would likely take millennia, if not longer. It's important to note that the scenario of the Earth suddenly stopping its rotation for just 1 second is highly unlikely and goes against the laws of physics. The Earth's rotation is a result of its initial angular momentum and the conservation of angular momentum in the absence of significant external forces. Any abrupt changes in rotation would require an enormous amount of energy and force that is far beyond anything currently possible. While it's fascinating to speculate about such scenarios, the consequences outlined above are based on theoretical considerations and simulations. In reality, the Earth's rotation is a fundamental aspect of the planet's dynamics and has shaped the world as we know it today. Please do like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.